Carla, did you find anything?
I think I found a tranquilizer gun.
A tranquilizer gun? Let me take a look at it. This is indeed one of our tranquilizer guns.
Are the tranquilizers kept in this room?
No, we keep them in the control room. Someone must have brought this one here.
It might have been used on Jeannie. Mind if I examine her body for any clues?
Be my guest.
That's a tranquilizer dart. I should take a photo for evidence.
Well, that confirms our theory. And the good thing is, it's only a mild sedative, so she should be fine after a good night's sleep.
But why did they drug Jeannie in the first place?
Probably to get a sample of her DNA. Most likely they took samples of her saliva, since they can be stored for longer. I bet they're hoping to extract some information about the serum from it.
Is it possible to find anything out about the serum from DNA?
Yes, but I don't believe they'll be able to reverse engineer it just from a sample of modified DNA.
Well, that's one less thing for us to worry about.
Yes, but we should still be wary about it. Either way, I think Jeannie will be fine if we leave her here to sleep it off. In the meantime, let's go back to the hallway and see what else we can find.
Agreed.
Only one place left to check, the Creative Hub.
Is there anything important in there?
No, not really. But I'd prefer to clear all the areas to make sure we haven't missed anything.
All right, then let's go.
It doesn't look like anyone's been here. We should look around just in case. We might spot something odd.
Sounds like a plan. I need to find somewhere to put it first. Reuben, does Mrs. Bird have access to Haven?
No, I don't think so. Why are you asking?
I found a blackjack, which I'm positive is the same one I gave to Mrs. B for protection before.
That definitely shouldn't be in here. Perhaps we should take a look at the living quarters too.
Living quarters? Do people live down here?
Not at the moment, but it's where most of the scientists stay while they're giving me a hand on the project. Let's head in. The living quarters can be found behind the door at the back. Let's look.
Stay away from me!
Georgiana! It's me! Calm down!
Reuben, Carla, how glad I am to see you. For a moment I thought I was a goner.
What happened, Georgiana? Why are you here?
Oh, dear. I'm not entirely sure where to begin. I was prepping the food for tomorrow's breakfast in the kitchen. Wait, it's still Wednesday, right?
Yes, it's nighttime.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure how long I was out for.
Are you telling us someone knocked you out?
I think so. But they sneaked up on me from behind. If it was a fair fight, I would have given them a run for their money.
Georgiana, how do you feel? Maybe Catherine should take a look at you.
I'm fine, dear. It takes more than that to hurt me.
I'm just happy to see that you're safe and sound, Mrs. B. Would you mind telling us what you remembered then? It will help us fit the pieces together. You said you were prepping food for breakfast, didn't you?
That's right, I was. I was getting some ingredients from the fridge when I noticed someone going down into the wine cellar. So I followed.
Did you see who it was?
No, but I was hoping it was Reuben so I could have a word with him.
When did this happen?
I don't know the exact time, but it was a bit after you came to ask about Jax.
All right. Please, go on with the story.
I followed the person downstairs, but these old bones ain't as quick as they used to be. When I did reach the cellar, I only saw the Haven elevator door closing.
So you kept following the person down here?
Well, yes, dear. I did think it was rather strange that when I called for Reuben, no one responded. I thought something fishy was going on, so I went down in the elevator too.
And how did you end up here?
When I reached Haven, the door to the creative hub was open. So naturally, I went in. Then everything went dark. I'm sure that's when I was knocked out. Next thing I know, I wake up and hear voices coming from the other room. And here we are.
Is there any way you can prove any of this?
Well, no. But before coming down to Haven, I took my blackjack for defense.
Okay. But what made you take it? Didn't you think that it was Reuben going into the wine cellar?
I did, but found it very concerning when no one answered me. Reuben always answers. And after getting locked in the fridge before, I'm taking no chances. I always keep my club close.
Okay. I think I more or less have a picture about what happened here now. And you can have your blackjack back, Mrs. B.
Oh dear, where did you find it?
It was back in the room where you got knocked out.
That's when I must have dropped it.
Well, at least this part of the story checks out. Georgiana, let me lead you back upstairs. I think you've been through enough.
Oh yes, dear. That would be splendid.
Carla, I'll be back in a minute.
All right. I'll look around here in the meantime. The laptop looks untouched. The doors are locked. No sign of a break-in on any of them. An ordinary coffee table. Just a magazine. An older issue too. I doubt Mrs. B was sedated with tea. The door. An ordinary coffee table. An ordinary coffee table. The doors are locked. No sign of a... Just a... An ordinary An ordinary... An ordinary coffee table. Chloroform? This is probably what was used to knock Mrs. B out. I'd better take a photo for evidence. I should take the chloroform bottle too, and show it to Reuben. I doubt I'll find anything else down here. Time to head back.
Georgiana is still a bit shaken, but she should be fine after a couple hours of rest. Did you manage to find anything else, Carla?
I found a bottle of chloroform and a napkin that had been thrown into the trash bin.
Chloroform? Can you show it to me?
Of course.
As I figured, the bottle was taken from the Haven's laboratory. What do you think, Carla? Do you believe Mrs. Bird?
I do. Everything she said added up. Honestly, I don't see a motive for her to break in here either.
That's reassuring. My thoughts were the same. We should probably go over what we found.
Fairly certain the intruder broke in to find more info on genetica. And from Mrs. Bird's story, we know the break-in happened around the time we had the interview.
Right. Do we know where everyone was during that time?
Not really. Only that Mrs. B was in the kitchen, and that she followed someone into Haven.
It won't be easy to determine who could have done it just from the timing alone. Perhaps we should think about this from a different perspective. There is one thing that's been lingering at the back of my mind. Why did the security alarm go off?
Maybe they did it on purpose.
That's what I was thinking. But why would they trip the alarm on purpose? There has to be a reason.
It's just a guess, but maybe they wanted to make a statement.
What statement would that be?
That they're getting closer.
If that's all it is, then it's fine. Scare tactics won't work on me. Let's head to the entrance hall. There's one last thing I need to check on.
Sure, let's go.
Carla, what I'm about to show you is top secret. You have to promise me to keep this between the two of us.
Of course. I'm not sure what I should be looking at.
Behind this wall lies a secret vault I built to keep my most valuable possessions. Carla, you have the code to open it.
I have the code to open it? What are you talking about?
I gave it to you on your first day here. Remember the musical notes I wrote down for you?
I'm a bit confused. Why would you give me piano notes as the code for a secret vault?
I gave it to you as a puzzle at first. I thought it'd be interesting to see if you could solve it.
Why?
Well, I did my research on you and your reporting acumen before you got here. I thought it would be an interesting experiment to see if you could figure it out.
Sorry I didn't live up to your expectations.
No, don't be. It was my fault to start with. I didn't expect everything would take a turn for the worse and end up the way it did.
I doubt any of us expected it. All right, Ruben. What do you want me to do?
Place the piano note by the lock. It's the key that opens it.
I should use the piano notes to help me unlock the vault. Wait, this melody. Ruben, I think I've heard it before. Ruben, did you write this melody?
I did, a long time ago. This melody holds a special place in my heart. There's a lot more I'd like to share with you, but we're best leaving it for another time.
Can't you tell me more now?
I don't think this is the right place or time for that. So, before we waste too much time, let's go into the vault.
All right, but I want to hear all about it after we sort this out.
Welcome to the vault. This is where I keep my most valuable possessions.
There's so much history down here.
I thought you'd like it. Sometimes I find myself coming down here to remember how far we've advanced as a society. Right, I think we got a bit sidetracked. We're here to find a blue folder containing notes on genetica. The last time I was down here, I rearranged some things. I'm not exactly sure where I put it last. Mind giving me a hand finding it?
Of course. You can count on me. I need to open it somehow. I need to attach another sword. There should be a way to turn the clock hands. I found your folder.
You're amazing as always. Pass it over, would you? Great. The notes on genetica are still here.
Are you planning to take them with you?
No point. I'll leave them in the vault. After all, the notes are all here. That means the intruder didn't manage to get in.
Oh, right. How come? Isn't this room connected to the Haven system?
The lock isn't. The intruder could only get in by knowing the combination.
Any way they could find out?
Not unless you or I tell someone. Anyway, the folder will be secure here. What we should be concerned about are our next steps.
Do you have anything in mind?
I'm a bit concerned about Sam. I don't think he would have left his self-appointed post without a good reason.
I just had a scary thought. What if the Admiral was attacked again?
I don't think Sam is the type to make the same mistake twice. But let's not jump to any conclusions. We should investigate this first. Let's head to the cliffside. There's a chance Wilkinson's already back at his post.
No one's here, Ruben.
Let's check. Maybe he's inside.
It's locked.
He's probably not inside then.
Ruben, Carla, can you hear me?
Dr. Cat, what's going on? Where's the Admiral?
I'm not sure. Sam locked me in here a while ago and left. All he said is that he needed to take care of some documents.
Documents?
Ruben, while you're still here, I'm sorry I took the notes about Jeannie. I was trying to help.
Kat, I never doubted your intentions. Once we find Samuel, I promise I'll get you out.
Thanks, Ruben. It's more than I could ask for.
Dr. Cat said something about paperwork the Admiral needed to complete. Any idea what paperwork she's talking about?
No, I'm not sure.
Let's check the Admiral's suite then. Maybe he's back in his room.
Sam's not here.
I didn't think it'd be that easy. If he's not here, maybe there's something here that might lead us to him.
What do you have in mind?
Let's keep our eyes peeled for any documents.
All right, I'll check his suitcase.